You know what? Sometimes in professional wrestling, the most obvious answer is the right answer. But WWE? They made us doubt it. They made us question everything. And tonight on Monday Night Raw, the mystery that's been tearing through the red brand for weeks finally got its answer, and holy, it was Seth freaking Rollins all along. The architect. The visionary. The man who swore he was a changed person. The man who stood in that ring week after week, looking us dead in the eye through the camera, promising he had nothing to do with these attacks, just revealed himself as the puppet master behind it all. And the way it happened? The build-up? The execution? Chef's kiss. This is why we love this business. I'm breaking down everything, the clues we missed, the masterclass in storytelling, the explosive reveal, and what this means for the entire Raw landscape moving forward. This is Wrestling Stream, and you're about to witness a full dissection of one of the most perfectly executed wrestling mysteries in recent memory. Let's rewind for a second, because to truly appreciate what happened tonight, we need to understand the journey that got us here. For the past 6 weeks, somebody has been systematically taking out top superstars on Monday Night Raw. We're talking about brutal attacks, superstars laid out backstage, ambushes during matches, mysterious figures in hoodies, security footage that was conveniently corrupted. And every single week, the attack got more personal, more vicious, more calculated. First, it was Finn Balor, laid out in the parking lot after a title defense. Then Damian Priest, destroyed with a steel chair in his own locker room. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior himself, blindsided during his entrance. Even Chad Gable wasn't safe. The list kept growing, and every single victim had one thing in common: they were all top contenders, all championship material, all standing in someone's way. And through it all, Seth Rollins was right there, playing the concerned locker room leader, cutting promos about how we need to find this person, about how this coward needs to show their face. He was consoling the victims. He was leading the investigation. He was the first person to show up when someone got attacked. And if you're watching this right now, drop a like if you even suspected it was Seth, because be honest, we all had our doubts, but WWE made us second guess everything. The red herrings were brilliant. They had us looking at Bronson Reed because of his size. They had us suspecting Ludwig Kaiser because of his recent aggression. There were even theories about a returning superstar, maybe Bray Wyatt related, maybe someone from NXT, maybe even a surprise debut. WWE played us like a fiddle, and honestly, I'm not even mad about it. Because tonight, it all came crashing down in the most spectacular way possible. So here's how it went down, and I need you to picture this because the atmosphere in that arena was electric. We're in the main event segment. Cody Rhodes, yes, the American Nightmare himself, is in the ring cutting a promo about facing his next challenger. The place is packed. The energy is intense. And Cody's doing what Cody does best, connecting with that crowd, building anticipation, when suddenly, the lights flicker. Once, twice, and then boom, complete darkness. The crowd erupts because they know something's about to happen. When the lights come back on, there's a figure in the ring, hoodie up, back turned to Cody. And the American Nightmare, he's ready to fight. He's backing up, getting into position, calling this person out. Show your face. Stop hiding. If you want to fight, let's do this. The tension in that building, you could cut it with a knife. The crowd is chanting, "Who's that guy? Who's that guy?" Some people are screaming for Cody to watch out. Others are trying to guess who it is. And then, slowly, methodically, the figure turns around, reaches up, grabs the hood, and pulls it down to reveal Seth freaking Rollins. If you just got chills watching this, hit that subscribe button right now, because we're bringing you this level of breakdown every single week. But here's the thing, it wasn't just the reveal. It was Seth's face. That smile. That absolutely deranged, psychotic, "I've been planning this the entire time" smile. The same smile we saw during his authority days. The same smile from when he turned on the Shield. The smile of a man who knows he just pulled off the con of the century. The crowd? Unglued. Half of them are booing because Seth lied to them. The other half are cheering because this is the Seth Rollins they've been missing. This is the Seth who's willing to do anything to get what he wants. Now, what happened next is what separates good wrestling from great wrestling. Seth didn't just stand there. He grabbed a microphone. And what he said, chilling: "Cody, you really thought I changed, didn't you? You thought the old Seth Rollins was gone, that I'd be content playing second fiddle. being the gatekeeper, being the guy who helps people instead of being the guy who beats people. Every single person I took out, they were in my way. They were obstacles between me and what I deserve. And you walking around with that title, with that legacy, with that Rhodes name, you're the biggest obstacle of them all. The delivery was perfect. The conviction in his voice. The way he paced around that ring like a predator circling his prey. This wasn't a heel turn for the sake of a heel turn. This was a man who'd been calculating this for months. And here's where it gets really good. Cody tried to respond, tried to get his words in, but Seth? He attacked. No warning. Just boom super kick. Cody goes down, and Seth isn't finished. He's stomping. He's methodical. He rolls out, grabs a chair and demolishes Cody. Chair shot after chair shot. The referees rush in, and Seth takes them out too. Security tries to intervene. Seth's fighting them off like a man possessed. Comment below right now, did you see this coming, or were you completely shocked? By the time Seth finally backs up the ramp, the ring looks like a war zone. Cody's down. Medical staff is flooding in. And Seth? He's standing at the top of the ramp, arms spread wide, laughing. That championship title on Cody's shoulder? Seth's pointing at it, mouthing the words, "That's mine." Okay, so let's break this down because there are layers to what just happened. First, this is exactly the Seth Rollins WWE has been missing. Don't get me wrong, face Seth was great. He had amazing matches. He was a solid locker room leader. But this Seth? The manipulative, calculated, I'll burn down everything to get what I want Seth? That's the Seth Rollins who's a legitimate megastar. Second, the storytelling here was next level. Go back and watch the past 6 weeks knowing Seth was behind it. Every promo makes sense. Every concerned expression was him hiding his true intentions. Seth was always nearby when these attacks happened. He was always the first to react. Classic projection. He was describing himself and we thought he was being the hero. Drop a like if you think this feud is about to be absolute fire. Third, what does this mean for Cody Rhodes? Because this isn't just about Seth getting a title shot. This is personal now. Seth didn't just attack Cody, he attacked everything Cody represents. The Rhodes legacy. The comeback story. Seth wants to rewrite that story with himself as the author. So where do we go from here? Because Raw just became the most unpredictable show on the planet. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the championship feels inevitable now. The question is when. Do they pull the trigger at the next PLE? Do they build it up for a few more weeks? Hell in a Cell? Cage match? No holds barred? Because these two are not going to have a clean, technical wrestling match. This is going to be a war. And here's another possibility, what if Seth has backup? What if there's someone else involved we don't know about yet? The possibilities for further plot twists are endless. Hit that share button and send this to your wrestling friends because we need to discuss these possibilities. So there you have it, Wrestling Stream Nation. Seth Rollins just pulled off one of the most perfectly executed long-term storylines in recent WWE history. He fooled us. He fooled the roster. He fooled Cody Rhodes. And now he's positioned himself as the #1 contender, the ultimate villain, and potentially the next WWE champion. Monday Night Raw just became appointment television again, because we need to see what happens next. We need to see how Cody responds. We need to see if Seth's plan continues to work or if it all comes crashing down. Here's my question for you, is Seth going to win the championship off Cody? Or is Cody going to use this betrayal as fuel to become an even stronger champion? Drop your predictions in the comments because I'm reading every single one. And if you made it this far, seriously, thank you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already because we're bringing you this level of analysis for every major wrestling moment. Share this video with your wrestling group chat. Like it if you enjoyed the breakdown. And comment your thoughts because Wrestling Stream is a community, and I want to hear from you. The visionary has revealed himself. The game has changed. And Raw? Raw is about to get real interesting. This is Wrestling Stream. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay hyped.